What if the secret to perfect parenting was admitting that none of us have a clue?
The truth, we're two real moms figuring it out in real time and keeping it real along the way.
Each episode, we're calling BS on perfection and bringing you raw combos with parents and professionals who aren't afraid to go there.
Because what if the real parenting hack was dropping truth bombs instead of pretending like we got it all together? Let's get into it.
Awake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath. I'm like, yeah, real high and I scream the top of my lungs. What's going on? And
Bitches ain't shit and they ain't saying nothing. Do you know the words?
No, have you seen the one with the little kids?
Oh yeah, I really want to do that one.
Was it? She said, not bees in the trap. What did she say?
I forget. I have to watch it again. It's
Beans in the ship, beans in the ship.
beans. Okay. Well, speaking of, we were just talking about how one of the podcasts that I listen to here and there is going from 1 to 2 episodes a week. This week, you're getting 2.
Whoa.
We just somehow
We said double. We said we got it right. We said we're not leaving this studio with the good sound.
Yeah, no, literally, guys, we just looked over everything.
Wow.
No more technical difficulties.
Wow.
I'm going to say it just because we checked it all. We've got the film. We're recording here.
It's so funny. She's like, it really came down. I took everything home to figure it out twice. And yesterday you were like, this is so overcomplicated. And I looked at my brain and I said, yeah.
I'm like,
it's
this
not that
I'm like,
complicated.
this shouldn't be this complicated. We're like, I just feel like it's like something that is just so small and we're overcomplicating it.
Yeah.
And it's not that big of a deal. And sure enough, it was.
It was.
There's a difference between
leaving
inputs.
behind technical shit.
Yes. No.
in
Yes.
2025.
So this episode is about what we're leaving behind in 2025. 6-7. I can't believe I just did that. I'm really.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
Oh, I was doing a weigh thing. Like you're weighing out. Like
no, I was doing 6-7.
Oh, I don't like that.
That's why I just cringed at myself.
Oh, I was like, oh, like
It's the dumbest thing ever.
Do I want to keep this? Do I want to lose this? You know, like what, this is something trending.
Yes.
I am so out of the game.
It's so dumb, and I think people don't understand the trend because it's that dumb. Like it's just this. I think it's like, okay, and I'm probably gonna get it wrong, but it's like some 2 guys I think that are on a college basketball team, and there's like a documentary about them, or there's a video somewhere about them, and they're saying, "Oh no, 6-7," like rating something, like
And
it's
that went
like
viral.
a 6-7.
Isn't
It's
that so crazy? Because speaking of social media, I feel like we overthink everything. We're like, oh my god, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good, and it gets like 3 views, and then someone's like, 6-7.
It's just like it's that dumb.
That's like the hot Tula girl.
Even Jill, my mother-in-law, Justin was kind of joking around going like this yesterday, and she was like, "Stop 6-7ing," and like she knew what it was. I was like, "Oh," but she has 3 other grandsons that are young, so
they've taught her.
Yes.
So she probably thought she was using that as a way to tell you that she's cool.
She's the coolest.
She is the coolest, but you know what I mean? Like she's like, I'm in with the time.
She is. She got these transitional
Lenses. That's cool.
As cool as she is, she got these transitional lenses, and she was walking. We went to pick her up for church, and she's so sweet. Like she lives back in this neighborhood, and she thinks by like walking up the hill, it saves us like 10 minutes, and it's so cute. Like she's walking towards us, and you just see her lenses just transition, and I was like, oh my gosh, Jill, you have never looked more like my grandmother. And she was like, oh, and she was like, oh, I really do try to be cool. And I was just like, you are cool, but like they look like my grandmother's. I'm so sorry.
I can imagine her sweet voice. Oh, I do try to be cool. Why did I give her an accent?
Because she has one. She has a Wisconsin. I don't know what that was, but she has a Wisconsin accent. She's like, oh, the dogs were hula hooping.
Yes.
Jumping through the hula hoops. That was the first time I heard it. So that's what she said. And I was like, whoa. It's very thick.
I love her. Jill,
she's the
Jill
best
for the win.
Yeah. Shout out Jill.
May everyone have a mother-in-law like Jill.
Literally.
Oh, she's such a great lady.
She is. And she's in town, and it's the best. I feel like comfort knowing that she's just right across the street here. So anyways, we're gonna weigh out what we're leaving behind in 2025. And it is not Jill.
Am I recording? Yes.
Yes, I see red.
Okay.
So we're we are going to talk about what we're leaving behind in
Why don't you start?
2025. Oh my gosh, I just burped. Sorry. I interject.
Don't be farting up in here.
Oh, shut up.
I heard all about those dudes.
This is on the internet. This is for the internet.
I didn't know that was privacy.
I told you before the podcast, so we didn't talk about it on the
sorry.
podcast.
Okay.
But let's just say Justin spent the night on the couch last night.
Hey, pregnancy toots ain't no joke.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, let's just go ahead and leave those toots in the past in 2025. So I'm leaving that. But I think the biggest thing that I want to leave in 2025 is, and I guess it kind of goes along with, I guess, a couple other ones that I have, but I would say like negative energy as just like in the past, I have engaged in it. I'm not going to say I haven't. I've engaged in gossip. It used to just get me like excited. And I don't have the bandwidth for it anymore. Like, and it just doesn't feel good, especially in our walks with God right now. It just doesn't align and it feels very off.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this, but I've been feeling it not only with like conversations with friends, but I've been feeling it even in like what I consume.
Oh yeah.
So I know something that makes us very different. I'm very into reality TV, and I have legit been hating it the past like 6 months. Like I watch almost everything Bravo. I hate it. It's so bad now. It like the storylines are awful. And like for some reason, it's a ritual in my head, and it's a routine to like get excited about it on Tuesday night. But every time, or Tuesday and on Wednesday night, like I'm like, oh well, this is coming on. Like I gotta watch this. And lately, it doesn't make me feel good anymore.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's such a ritual. So
well, let's just remind ourselves though. The reason I don't like reality TV show is because I was on one, and that negative energy is the reason why.
So should I just
you're
go
always pinned against each other? The producers are making, at the end of the day, the producers are there to make a good show, right? Just like everyone's like, your movies flop or whatever. Like everybody's to get people to come back in. It has to be good. It has to be entertaining. It has to get your cortisol levels up, right? So the difference between a movie and a reality show is that not that it's real life happening or the story is completely true. It's that these are real people. They're not playing like they may be projecting a character, but they're not playing a character. They are themselves.
Yeah.
And in order to get them to a level of a good storytelling or something that will get people to reel in and continue to come back is to create drama. And so what you're witnessing is like, you're like, man, that I don't want to be around that. Or even just like seeing someone be humiliated. Like it's kind of tough. Cause like you have a good heart, you know? And so,
yeah, but it also, I think when I look back at reality TV shows, like the ones that like started in the very beginning, like I love going back and watching Real Housewives of New Jersey. Like just like when they start from the very beginning, and it's just so much more genuine. Like you can tell the fights are more genuine. Now they're just trying to pull these storylines, and you see it. And I've seen behind the scenes your reality when you did what's it called, Very Cavalieri,
right?
Like seeing behind the scenes how the producers do manipulate. Now knowing that, and just knowing like how they're trying to pull these, it's not fun anymore.
Well, because you think of someone, and that's why when they bring in new people, sometimes those newer people are easier to watch because because you are greener, you are easier manipulated, as in like I can tell you that, like, you know, I can tell you something's going to happen and you're going to be like, oh man, that really hurt my feelings. When you get seasoned into it, you know what's coming. And so it's harder and harder to get you to buy in to that drama. So they create faker drama around you so that you can feel good about yourself because it's not real to you. Right. You know, but essentially you're creating a persona that someone online is going to think is real, and they'll never get over that. Yeah. You know?
So I think something that you said that's interesting is it gets your cortisol level up. It actually relaxes me at night. Very weird.
Wow.
It relaxes me. And I think that the reason I haven't been liking it is because I'm addicted to that dopamine, cortisol, wanting it to like get me riled up, but it's sucked so bad lately that I haven't gotten that. So I'm like, I want to be done with this. So I also really, this kind of goes back to Max Gen. I think you're gonna think I'm crazy, but the slow COMT, like how my brain just always needs dopamine. Like I always need some kind of, you just saw me do my hair and I had a reality TV show playing. I don't know if you knew that in the bedroom. And I was just sitting there watching it as I did my hair because it focuses me to like stay on task.
Oh, okay.
It's very weird, but I want to kick that habit. And I realized that I want to kick this habit because I realized going to my brother's house and going to my dad's house, they're the same way. I think they both have slow COMT, or we're both genetically just wired this way. We always have to have a TV on, like in the background.
See, I am the opposite. I cannot have conflicting sounds, or I would be better off. My mom, actually, my aunt both always joke that my house is always dark and there isn't anything. I do not need lights. I do not need TVs. I cannot have, like, if the baby's playing with something and River's playing with something and the TV's on and the dog barks, I just am like, I am so overstimulated.
Really?
I can't.
See, like one makes me focus with another. It's weird.
No, I need, like, I could have like maybe some crackling light, maybe, or some crackling sounds and put on the red light. I cannot have like overstimulation at all.
So funny. And it makes sense. You have fast COMT.
Yeah.
So it like,
that is so crazy.
so my theory could be correct.
Your theory could be correct.
All right. Anyways, so I just want to get rid of that. And I'm not going to say, hey,
how are you going to get rid of it?
So every time I go to the nail salon, I read. And I've been reading like the same. I actually just started a new one, but it takes me forever to read it because it's really only when I'm at the nail salon. But I feel so good after reading. I want to read more books this year.
Love that.
So replacing that. And the only thing poor Justin, he's like, I got like 5 Bibles for Christmas this year because I got him a Bible, a men's Bible. And then I got us together a 365 days of marriage. And it just has like a little excerpt. So we're going to do that. And then I got him another book. He's like, why did I get so many books? So I'm trying to get him on the train too, because obviously if he's turning the TV on at night, like it makes me want to watch TV. And we've talked about it a bunch, like, hey, like let's just replace, this with reading. And I want to also be a good example to Easton, and I want him to start reading because he's gotten on the TV train where he has to watch 2 Bluey episodes right before he goes to bed. And I'm like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
This ain't good. You've gotten enough TV today. Like we just need to calm it down. It's not good for you, but right before bedtime. So I want to read a lot more. I'm not going to say that I'm going to stop completely watching all reality shows.
And you can't, like, you bite off a little bit. The fact that you're addressing it is a change. You know?
It's yes. So I want to leave that behind, read the Bible a lot more. I've tried to do that the first trimester and it just didn't work.
Oh, no, definitely
I feel like it's just got to be in the morning, like right when you wake up, just start your day off kind of thing. So, just having more music playing in the background, I think might help. Just some little changes that I'll kind of make throughout the year to just try and be more intentional with it.
Yeah.
We are also getting rid of Netflix after Stranger Things premieres in a couple days.
Yep.
I just told him like, hey, I really just want to see Stranger Things, and then we're getting rid of it. So that's one less subscription for us. Look at us saving money. So that's kind of what I'm thinking.
That's funny. Netflix is on. So we got rid of Netflix for what's been going for 3 months. 1, they got expensive, and 2, everything on there is demonic.
It is.
It's literally, I mean, like, think about the top shows: K-pop Demon Hunters, Stranger Things.
Here I'm like, I need my Stranger Things before we go.
Yeah. I think if you're listening from the beginning season to this season, I feel like I am sounding preachy, but I really don't care. I think that there's a part of my life where I'm like, not only just subscriptions in general, like outside of Netflix, but just subscriptions in general, or like you're saying, like reality TV show, it takes us away from the real life, you know?
Yeah.
And whether or not for you that is living within your faith, or just literally going outside and taking a freaking walk, like it's taking you away from that
too.
And it is sucking you into just staying home.
I have this beautiful property.
Yeah.
I don't go outside nearly as much as I should be. And that's another thing I want to do is get outside with Easton first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Probably more when it's not winter.
Yeah.
But like we can walk down to the lake. I can have a cup of coffee and just walk down to the lake for 15 minutes instead of throwing on a TV show. Like it's just stupid things that I'm like, why am I wasting my life addicted to this stuff? It's just so stupid. And like, I think really saw, I kind of knew obviously Hollywood was corrupt and weird, but seeing Ariana Grande and whatever that girl's name is that from Wicked, like their interviews
Cynthia Erivo?
freak me out. Like they're just like, they just look like they're on another planet. And I'm like, do you know what I'm talking about?
The grand design.
Yeah,
I don't even know
just
if
like,
yeah,
completely brainwashed. And I'm just like, this is taking a weird direction. And And I don't really want to support that anymore. I mean, I'm still going to watch movies. I'm still going to watch a show, but I'm not as tuned in. It's definitely my guilty pleasure, like that I don't like to, I mean, I'll admit it all day long, but like, I need to address it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, and that's really why I started getting rid of mine too, but not because of the reality stuff, but just, like murders in the building or things like that. Like
Yeah.
and I still love those shows, but like I have to binge.
Yes.
So if I see it, I got to watch the whole thing.
Yes.
And I realized I was like, and postpartum really struck with me because, I'd come out of the bedroom and I'd sit on the couch and then I'd sit on the couch and then we do this. And then River would be like, Mom, let's go outside. I'm like, oh, okay. After I make breakfast. And then I the kitchen's right there because it's an open concept. So I go to the open concept kitchen, come back to the couch. And I wasn't really leaving that side.
I remember
of things,
you said
right?
you didn't go outside very much after postpartum.
No, I sat in a bubble hole and I didn't, and I let, it's something that I've been reading about lately too. I've just been like, recognizing that things are happening is great, but like you have to have some action behind it. And I think I definitely didn't have postpartum depression, but I had some blue,
Yeah.
and instead of addressing it, I just consumed it. And that's fine. I'm okay. I'm good. I can get through it now. But I wish I would have had the discernment to say, go outside, just take a walk, but I just was like so wired to do something different. And I felt like the energy of like, I mean, not that I'm not saying this to make you feel bad anyway, but I'd be like, I gotta get up and do Truth Moms. I gotta get up and we were doing this stuff for Strawberry Road. And I was like I was trying to show that like I was still with it for, and getting it all done before I had to go back to work from postpartum, that I probably should have just sat back and been like, you know what? I need to take a couple of weeks to just find my new normal. And maybe I don't got it like I think I did, but that was a moment where I was like, my door is right there. The door is right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will say that you have a beautiful property. I have a very small yard. And so a lot of my postpartum anxiety of being outside too was just being like, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Because I'm, just one little girl with 2 kids and, I don't know my surroundings. It's not, to be honest, like we have been living in Nashville for 10 years, but I can't tell you a park. I've gone to like Radnor, I've gone to Percy Priest.
Yeah, but you always go with somebody.
Right. I've never gone alone.
I don't go alone either.
Or I had a dog with me.
Right.
So I don't even know if I want to go alone with the dog. Maybe not. But even just having an extra animal. So I'm like this season, I'm leaving behind the comfort of indoors, and I'm going to make, we're going to go back. I want to get back into hiking.
Why don't we since we started this podcast, it all kind of started with mom walks. We need to get back on our mom walks.
Yeah, we do.
Especially because I'm going to have a baby in May. Like,
and
perfect time.
And I don't want to be unfitting in a wedding dress.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm in the wedding day. No, I was kidding. I don't know.
You look great though.
I want to feel good.
Yeah.
Like it has nothing to do with my actual body shape. I think because I literally still I fit in my prepartum clothes, so it has nothing to do with like I just want to feel good.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. So yeah, that's just and I think my theme probably as we go through these is probably going to be somewhat like that. But I'll let you go to the next one.
Okay. I'm leaving behind guilt, like familial guilt.
Mm-hmm.
I
love that.
Yeah, I like we've had a lot of conversations. A lot of crazy things happen that I don't know that I would ever share too much on the pod because I think it just opens up a can of worms. And
when I say I love that, I don't mean to say that I don't love your family, because I think that your family, like I've met all of them and I love them in every way. But I think that altogether, the things that you have told me make me feel like you need a boundary there.
Yeah,
that's all I'll say.
And I agree that to a point, and in my faith, I said I've struggled with this because there's this, there's overarching law of faith to like honor your father and your mother and whatever, and then there's this, but you also have to be faithful, this is my family, my 2 kids and my future husband, like this is my family now.
Right.
This is who that matters, and is the walk that we're taking similar or at all even
aligned.
Yeah. And the truth is it's not. And for a very long time, because I'm the oldest out of wedlock, like I was the oldest single child. I don't think anyone ever really talks or touches on that. But when you are born into a family and your mom had you young, the pressure is off the mom now. The pressure is on that child to break the generational trauma. I feel, because I have felt it my whole life. Got to get to college. Yeah, don't get pregnant at a young age. Love don't pay no rent. Like these are all things that I remember in my brain. Like love is conditional, knowledge is not. And so my whole life has been driven to be this success. Funny enough, there is this book called the Relentless or the Ruthless Elimination of Hurry by Comer. And I just started reading. And in the prologue, it talks about the idea of where the word hustle comes from. And it's a negative term. And I think he goes into Greek and he goes, it also means hurricane, which is so funny because that is my Thai name. It's called Payuma. The hurricane is coming.
Yes.
It's my nickname.
Yeah.
And it talks about the stress of worry because you are moving through life so fast to get to the very next thing that you're not enjoying what's in front of you. And I think as I've gotten back to that, like, I want to be more present, I want to be whatever, I also have to take it back and say, what is taking me out of that? Because it's not just enough for me to like create the environment. I have to bubble myself around things that are not helping me.
Yeah.
And like I love my family, but they are stuck in, I used to say that I left Philadelphia because I didn't want to be like everybody else where they just kind of like stayed in their hometown and whatever. And I never got back to actually defining that and not saying that it has nothing to do with people that live in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It has my family.
Yeah.
My family has been so stuck in their ways, like in who they are, their anger at one another, wrathful anger.
Like one-on-one, they're great.
They're awesome.
Like you can get your mom, you can get your aunt, you can you get one. It's great, but it's when you put them all together.
Yeah. When I go home or when there's something that's surrounding the babies.
Yeah.
And that's really where this came from, even outside of the faithfulness stuff. When my children were born, and now that River is of age to notice behaviors and patterns, and not just noticing it, she's speaking about it.
Yeah.
I realize I'm not protecting her in the way that I should.
Yeah.
From simple things like family arguments or, one family member not liking each other. And I was like, I don't want that. That's the beginning of gossip.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Like her saying like, why doesn't so-and-so like so-and-so? Like that is the beginning of gossip.
And
She's
what do you
3.5
say?
years old.
Like,
and right.
Yeah.
So how I've combated it now is one of our friends, by the way, one of the things that Kayla always says when she's talking to her daughter, if they're having a sharing thing that I've now bestowed upon River is people are things, right? And the idea is people.
Yeah,
of course you want to. So when it comes to those moments, I'm like, how we talk about people or things? Well, that person's choosing things.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
And she's starting to get that, but like also how, I don't want to speak ill because I don't want to enhance the drama.
Right.
But I also have to be speaking truthful, and it's not very nice.
Yeah.
So
but you simplify it enough where it's not gossip. It's just like.
Right. But the fact that my 3.5-year-old can define a relationship as good or bad right now.
Yeah.
In that aspect, when we don't have that in our home or even with our friends.
Yeah.
Like we don't have that gossip.
Well, and going home to family is supposed to be fun and like lighthearted. And I don't feel like it's been that way the past couple times you've been home.
I also don't think, and I'm going to say this out loud, so if you guys are listening, you can call me later. I don't think they respect me as a mother. And that has been really digging inside of me.
Yeah.
From, like even when I was like, hey, I'm going to be faithful. They're like, oh, we're going to call you Rainbow now. Like, as for some reason, I guess Christian's hippie. Like, I'm like, what?
Wait, what?
They're like
everything's so backwards nowadays.
In my life, and I will say, to my family's benefit, in my life, when I go after something, health, for example, motherhood, for example, I go full in. I'm full balls in.
Yeah.
Like I just jump right down that
all or
cliff
nothing.
into those fucking balls.
Yes.
Right. Like I am in it 100%. When I'm working out, I'm in it 100%. I give 110% of who I am. So naturally, I open the Bible and I find Jesus again. I'm 100% in. I am sold, signed and delivered. But it is not a phase.
Yeah.
And it is something that, how I teach my children, how I want my children to grow up, even the decisions I've made holistically for my children, they gawk at, you know, like
Oh yeah.
we talk about the possibility of having a third. Like we don't know. It's just something we're talking about. And, you know, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is like, please don't have the baby in the home now.
Please don't have the baby in the home.
Mm-hmm. Like, don't have a home birth. Don't have another home birth.
You're like,
after I just
okay.
had a very successful home
Yeah,
birth.
yeah.
Don't have, please, we can't deal.
It's
we
not
can't
and
deal with
that's
the
what
stress of
kills-
your friggin' birth.
And that kills me because I'm like, it's not about like, you're not the one doing it. Like, just let her go. I know there's totally understand. Let's show concern. Let's, you know, like, hey, I'm concerned. Like, what's the plan? Like, if things go haywire, like understanding that concern. Like, that's how Jill came to me. She was like, hey, like, cause I was planning on doing like the birth center birth. She's like, okay, so what's the plan if things go wrong? And do you like, how close are you to the hospital? Like, those are the questions that you ask as a concerned family member, not, I don't want you to do that. Like,
Right.
wait, why is it your choice?
But I'll take this page out of Marissa's book, and I will say even that to me would piss me off because
Really?
but you have a different relation based on your
Well,
relationship.
Yes, yeah.
Because you guys have a good relationship.
And the way
that
she-
is fair.
When the way she
Right.
words it and
Right.
comes.
Because you know where she's coming
yes,
from.
yeah.
In my sentiment, that would still be a dig at me.
Well,
Like, are
yeah.
you sure you know where the hospital is, Brittany?
It's literally like 2 minutes from her
Do you
house,
know
by the
where it
way.
is? Are you gonna be okay? Like,
Yeah.
you know, if they, you know, like, also if I get transferred and I'm treated terribly by the staff, that's on them.
Yeah.
That's not on me and my decision
Right.
making. You
Right.
know, like
Right.
there's choices in life that we make, and I'm making choices. Now, how you save my baby, that's on you.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't quite get even like, I mean, I'll just even go to like Halloween. I said, hey, I'm having a certain conviction about Halloween. I don't know what it is. I just have never personally liked dead things. I'm just
Yeah.
not a dead thing person.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with faith. I'm not into reviving the dead. Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was like, I don't want to be around. The very first thing my kid gets as a gift when I get to my grandparents' house is a bracelet of skulls. Like it's like 7, like a thick 7 bracelet layer skull bracelet. And I'm like, I just said I don't like dead things. And it's not even Halloween. It's closer to Christmas. Why are we handing her that?
Because
It's a dig at me.
It's a dig.
I get that you don't, and here it is. You don't know your daughter like I know your daughter. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, this is killing me, right? I'm saying this. You don't know your daughter. Brittany, I know you don't like it, but she loves this. And she likes, I know you want to hate it so much, but your daughter has a black soul like her grandmother. That is an exact quote. And I said, hold up. No, my daughter is a saved daughter. She's a
Yeah.
daughter of God. Absolutely not. She is not she has a black soul.
can I ask, and again, do not, I feel like I say this like every time, like, you don't have to go here, but let's go here. What do they think about the baptism that you're in the process of?
So
of doing?
it's good if it's within their limits, right? And this is another thing. It's like, you know, at first it was the argument about the different godparents, which doesn't matter because everyone's a heathen and no one qualifies.
Yeah.
So that's fine. We're working on that within the confines of our church. So that, you know, whatever. Then it was where, right? It was like, well, you should do it at the Archdiocese of Philadelphia because then we can make it
I'll
all
be
work.
there. Yeah.
But then, you know, then certain people can't be there, right? It's like, okay. So then we were like, well, no, we're going to do it our way. We're going to do it in our church. We're going to do it our way.
Right.
And then it was, I have a baptismal gown from when I was a baby that my mom has then used on my sisters. And so now all of a sudden it's, an heirloom,
Okay.
which is fine. I'm cool. Like, if
Yeah.
it doesn't matter to me. My kids
Yeah.
are getting, again, like the same thing with
It's
the wedding.
not the most important thing.
It is not the most
Yeah.
important thing.
Right.
Right. And so I was like, sure. Okay. Well, they can't both wear it. And River is not an infant.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I was like, well, and then it was like, okay, well then we'll cut it up so that they can have pieces of it. And I'm like, let me just get them their own thing. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter, you
Yeah.
know? Also, again, if we're talking about the idea of new traditions and dressing in faith, none of you represent faith well, even the ones
Right.
that have worn this gown. So
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think that it
feels more
it's
like-
not an heirloom that I personally
It feels
need.
almost cursed in a way. Like, is that what you're trying to say?
I want to wash my hands of everything and start
Right.
anew.
Start now.
Right, when you talk about breaking generational trauma or generational curses, I think a lot of it is having to step your foot down and saying, I don't want to add to this. I don't want to bring this in with
Well,
me.
and look at last episode and just how you are, period. You find a lot of symbols and things
Right.
and a lot of signs. And that just, I feel like, would be bad juju.
Right.
We'll call it.
And even if it's like, and that's why I said it's not until it is. I'm cool as long as we just make it has to, okay. you know, like I hate to go back to zodiacs, but I'm an Aquarius. And so my whole thing is flowing. Things just have to flow.
Yeah.
I don't like, and I'm not talking about testaments. I'm not talking about going through things in life. I'm talking about when people just consistently make things hard because it is pleasurable to see you suffer. And that is what I feel sometimes.
Yes.
It's okay. Point blank. Last thing I'll say, and then we can move on to the next thing. Talking about the wedding. Not one person, their first reaction in my family was congratulations.
I was going to ask you about
One
this.
person
actually
said, no, don't do it. Get a prenup. The other person didn't address it at all. It completely, like I sent them it, didn't say a thing. And then 3 memes down, I said, did you see
memes?
like memes of other things completely unrelated? Sends me, I said, did you see the video of the ring? Oh yeah. Whose is it? Mine. Did you say yes? Yes. Okay. Nothing. I said, are we going to even like ask how I am? Say congratulations. I wanted to hear how you felt first before I gave my 2 cents. Okay. Like what? You know, I just like the lack of being able to be happy for me. Like if my kids sent me a picture, first off, I'm going to assume that I have a good relationship enough with my children that their future husband would include me. But
even if like they feel some sort of way towards PJ at this point, you have 2 kids with him. Like, fuck off.
Right.
Sorry, I'll say it. Like your family can be mad at me.
Right.
That's insane.
And let's remember, because here's the thing. It's not about how they feel about PJ. At the end of the day, it is how they feel about marriage. So it isn't anybody. The whole reason I never got married was because I didn't want to get divorced. Right. Like that was my because you know, men are scum or whatever it is, or like, I don't need them. And then I found somebody who is a man of his word, who's a man of the word, and who is a very, very good father to my children.
Yeah.
And that sends shockwaves through the system.
Okay.
And then then when I finally get the buy-in, like, okay, well, it's happening. This is what I want. We were like talking about the wedding, and they were like, well, surely enough, like, you know, we're talking about dresses. And I said something like, this isn't the people pleaser in me. This is the truth. I don't want to have like coordinated bridesmaids gowns. I want to say, hey, this is what I'm thinking of, because
color scheme, like go for it. Yeah.
Because truthfully, we talked about in the wedding, in the last episode, I wanted to make it about the children. I truly believe in my faith. My calling right now is bring the little children to me, right? I'm getting my kids baptized. I'm going to get married in front of my children and my friends' children. And I'm going to like have whatever. I have this vision in my head of like all the little girls in these big ass princess gowns, like running down the aisle. Like none of them are like literally I want someone to be like, if there is a little girl in the audience, please come into the aisle and be a flower girl. Like I want every little child to just be there. Like Easton, like in his little tux with the rings. Like I want the children to like, I want it to be a party. Like, I want them to love it because I want them to see what I never got to see. Yeah. And that it is such a cool experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
Marriage is beautiful and it's magical. And and you know, you don't have to look at the Disney princess. You can look at the princess at the end of the altar.
Right.
Like, you know, like
you can be the princess.
I can be the princess, right? Like, it's just like, I want that magical moment. So I say all that. And then like, it was like, now you don't want that because that'll look uncoordinated or it looks tacky.
It doesn't. I did it.
And I was like,
I did it.
But I said, but even if you didn't do it, like shut the fuck up.
It doesn't matter.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. No, like we can bleep that part out, but I just like,
no, we won't.
Just sit down. Like, it is not your wedding. It is not your life. It is not your children. It is not your home. It is not your decisions. These are mine. And you can, and if you don't like them, then just say nothing. I would rather you be like, okay.
I think I kind of hinted to this the other day. I think that you're the black sheep in the family because you were also the golden child. And I think it's because you have gone out and done a lot of things that maybe they didn't realize that maybe they wanted to go and do, or that you've always not done it the way that they want. And they just still, for some reason, I don't know why they think at this point you're going to listen to them. Yeah. Like they just still want to have some kind of control over you.
Yeah. Because it's not about
your family's going to hate me after this episode.
No. But here's the thing is, unless someone asks for advice, I don't care if it's a friend or a family member or whatever, like you just don't give it. Like it is like this walk with my faith has, when I tell you, the idea of lack of control, it's like, it is not my way. Yeah. Right. Like I can have my feelings and my convictions about it. Those are my feelings and my conviction. my therapist perfectly said when River was born, I was like, he's not, what if he leaves? And what if he does this? I had all these visions about a father because of my own and the ones around me. And she said, but it's not about you telling PJ what kind of a father he is.
Yeah.
This box of him being a father with River is his box with River.
Right.
And the things that he does, like, you can't prevent that. If he hurts her, you cannot prevent that.
Yeah.
You can exacerbate it by being the way you are.
Yeah.
Or you can let things happen and you can truly pick up the pieces. I'm not saying like I'm giving him the full reign to hurt her.
Right.
But I am saying that like I have to trust in the relationship that they have.
And what you have with him.
And what I have. Right.
Right.
And then everything else falls into place.
Right.
My family seeks this control in my life to like.
Over like little tiny things as small as a bracelet.
Right. Right.
And things.
And I think it
let me
truly
bring them
comes down to
Dunkin'
respect.
Donuts every day.
They just don't think I'm capable of making my own decisions, even though in my 36 years of life, I think I've made some pretty good ones.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I'm sorry that you go through that.
No, it's okay.
It kills me to watch. But
no, it's all right. Hey, that's
but it's your family. So at the end of the day, like you're never going to be like, I'm just completely
I'll
like.
tell you this. I went to confession 2 days ago. And one of the things that I brought up was this, because this is hard on my heart because I love my family. I'm the firstborn. Like all you want is your family. You know, like, and he said the devil is very clever. He's not going to come after you in things that like don't matter to you. He's not going to come after you in things that are easygoing, like your friendships, like he's like, you're around like-minded people. That's great. They're not going to challenge you. What's going to challenge you is the fact that you are now progressing so far and you are giving your life into a different way, into a different vocation. The one thing that you have always wanted is this togetherness with your family, and that is going to be tested.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't give up on them.
Yeah.
You don't completely leave them.
Right.
You continue to honor the family as a family.
Right.
But you have to have boundaries.
Yes. Yeah.
So
I agree. I never ever want you to completely abandon your family.
I don't think anybody does want.
No. I think that you just need to step back and create those boundaries and hold hard to them.
Yeah.
That's all. So I'm glad that you're doing that.
Thanks. Okay. What's your next one?
Okay. My phone.
Oh,
basically my theme is dopamine. I got to just control it. I really want to concentrate. It's so conflicting, Brittany, because it's like, I want to be putting out more content. I have a folder of probably over 250 ideas of like reels.
Maybe we do get a content creator so that you can have your goal.
I think I just don't need to doom scroll. I need to go on my phone, get it done, and then put it back down. Maybe download Opal or something. I don't know. But like, I need to just be putting content out there and not be consuming it. And I think that that's also, it's my dopamine hit. It's that slow CMT. It's just feeds, right? And it's bad. I mean, even I see Justin getting even worse too, because if I'm doing it, he starts doing it. And I'm like yelling at him to get off his phone, and he's like, "Oh, okay." Like,
yeah, I've had that too.
But like I realized that I like retreat into this is honest. Like in the morning, we wake up, Easton now immediately wants TV, and I need a minute, and I just doom scroll, and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like this is not good. I need to get up, and I want to wake up before he does, number one, and have at least 15, 20 minutes just to myself, and like Bible, go to the gym. Whatever it is, but just not be on my phone for like the first 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then just be able to put out more content and like do what I want to do. Cause every time I do one, like a random reel that like I have had in my folder, it does great. And I'm like, why am I not doing this more? Like, what am I doing? Like, so I do want to put out more content. I want to be more focused on stuff, but I don't want to be on my phone just scrolling.
You want to leave behind the consuming.
Yes, I'm going to leave behind consumerism.
Consumerism, that is tough.
It's tough because I'm also coming up on the newborn phase where me breastfeeding. So that I'm hoping that my Kindle will help.
Yeah,
with
put
that.
down the phone, pick up the Bible. Put down the phone, pick up the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So just trying to be more intentional with that. It's not going to be
But
perfect.
also, I was going to say, don't be hard on yourself, especially in the newborn bubble. Sometimes
I know.
you just need that.
I know. And like, I mean, it's the things that I do want to change. Obviously, I'm not going to have the hottest bod this year. It's not happening. Like, it's not. But I think now that I'm out of that first trimester, I got in a really bad habit of fast food. So that's another thing I want to leave behind too.
Yeah.
It's very easy to
It's
get.
just, I mean, it's fast food. It's just easy,
It's
especially
so
when you're hungry. You
easy.
don't feel like cooking. Like I get that. I get that. We've made a commitment. That was one of mine too. Is to leave behind just convenience.
Yes.
And putting in more effort. You know, because even down to I watch these like simple things online of like people like, oh, you can make these little puppets and then you'll just need this and this. And River's like, can we make that? And I'm like, yeah. And then we just don't do it.
Don't do it. Yeah.
And I'm like, it's so easy. So for Christmas, we got all these crafts. And I'm like, and she has spent quite literally the last 3 days, whatever, like just running upstairs immediately to go paint. And I was like,
amazing.
that's all they want. They just want like, and it's nice that the room is good. Like, so we made the commitment to take all the kids' stuff from downstairs and put, because my whole house is a child's playhouse at this point. So we were going to put everything back upstairs and make that bonus area really like the kids' things.
Yeah.
Not to take them away from us, but to give them their own space. And they have loved it. They've
That's
like
awesome.
loved going upstairs and doing that. So I really wanted to take away from just being like, okay, here, like have something else, you know, like when Addie's coming home, I'm like, oh, okay, there's this craft I want you guys to do. Like, I want to make sure that I take the time with my children to have those things. Cause that's all they really want is you and the time with you.
Yeah. Like he's, will you play Sharks and Dinos with me? Will you play with me?
River's like, will you play Dollhouse? And I was like, oh, I hated Barbies when I was a kid. I don't know why I did this to you and I gave it to you. But she's like, she loves it so much.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. It's just like, or like I have to actually get something done. Like, I have to
It also enters into, yes, that too.
But I want to say yes more.
Right. Yeah. Yes to more of my kids. Yeah. But I also really makes me realize like, I don't have that much imagination or something. And so that's really kind of, maybe it's more like it annoys me.
So sad. Like I'll sit down to do it.
Yeah.
And like Justin
and
playing.
I'll be like, what are you doing today? And then I'm like, can I say anything else? Like,
like, hi, how are you?
Like, I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'm gonna go cook dinner. But like, yeah, like I don't. And then he kind of looks at me like, you're not that fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, well, I'm sorry. I don't know.
Because your mind's somewhere else as an adult. And like, I find that like, I want to play with him after I have like a day where he's at school and like I just have some adult things that I can like get off my plate and just whatnot. But when you're with them all day long, it's really hard to like also have the bandwidth to have an imagination.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like I feel really bad, but this is truth, moms. Like I'm being very truthful right now. Like I am not good at playing with my kids. Like I'm just not, I don't have kids. I don't know why I say kids. But
literally when River's like, Mom, will you play with me? I'm like, that's why I got you this one.
That's how I think too. I'm like, she can play with your playmates. I'm like, when are you going to teach them about monster trucks?
Yeah. And then they're going to play with each other and you're going to be like, guys, what about me?
Yeah.
It happens so fast.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, no, Mom, you're not cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really hard. But I want to work on that and work on my imagination, get outside more, all the things like just like get rid of the dopamine. So your turn.
Didn't I just go?
No.
Oh.
You did the guilt one, but then I did the
and then I added into mine.
Added.
Okay. Wait, I had one more. What was I thinking of? Hold on, I wrote it down.
You have I don't even have a list.
Oh, sorry. Time management. I want to get rid of saying yes to things without looking at my calendar first. So I'm leaving behind this hurry mentality that I've always had because truthfully, I really love the podcast. I really love Strawberry Road. I really do love my job, which is, you know, like but I can't give all, and I'm sorry, being a mom. I really love being a mom, but I cannot give myself in all of those moments. I do love my mom. I have to, and you've been really good at this too. Like, just like I think one thing we did really well was we're like, hey, these are the no times for us.
Yeah.
Like we're going to give these times to our families. And in a sense, I need to do that. I need to block off times for myself, like you said, for the Bible, like you said, for like me working out. I haven't hit a gym, but
yeah, like you were like, can I come over tomorrow morning? I was like, no, I'm working out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to like, I don't know if I need the skylight calendar or whatever. I know you have that. I love that.
Awesome.
Yeah. Just to be like, hey, what blocks of time do I have left? And because PJ said that, he's like, he's like, well, you're going to plan a wedding. He's like, you got a lot going on. And I looked at him because we had talked about this with the engagement episode. I guess one of his friends had made a comment like, oh, are they not going to like announce it? Like, I thought girls like rush to the internet. And I was like, first off, one thing I want to address is I actually want to eliminate that too. The need for everyone else to affirm my lifestyle through an Instagram post. I really don't want that. I mean, I know
No.
like we're in the influencer stage of life, especially with the podcast, but like I want to take my time with that. That like those are my moments to share. And just because I don't go to post it right away, it's like the new MySpace top 8. Like if you're not, they're like, oh, we're not friends because she didn't put me top 8. You
Right.
know, like just because I didn't rush to go put it on the internet doesn't mean that I'm not going to shout it from the rooftops. That like
Right.
I'm so excited to be engaged or to be your wife. Like, so I said that. I said if it really hurts you, I will post it right now. But I have a plan.
And
And
you look
I
at it as more
meaningful.
special.
I
and
said
you
I'm
wanna-
I'm a storyteller. I
Yeah.
want to tell a story. I
Yeah.
want to make it a big thing. Like I don't want to just throw it up there. Like
it's going to be bigger than what a typical girl does with, you know.
yeah, but even
this.
like I don't want to compare that either. I don't like
No.
this. My way is just my way. I want to
Yeah.
be proud of it in my own way, and I want to share the story. And I want to. I have this, like of course I'm excited. So one that, but like two, I just like don't want to. Now I lost my train of thought because I was so mad about that. Where were we? Oh, time management.
Yeah.
He said on the way to church, he said, well, you have all these things and like on, like the wedding, he's like, but don't worry about that. Like, I know you got a lot going on. Like, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And I really felt that. Not like he was like being rude. I just felt him being like, it's
Well,
okay.
that's the commitment.
He's like, I'm okay. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But that spurred in me. I looked at him and I said, no, that needs to be a priority.
Yeah.
Like that him being like, I know you're not going anywhere, but that's not the point. The whole point of being married and putting each other first is putting each other first.
Right. Right.
And so, no, the wedding will be my priority.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you to think I'm going to put you on the back burner or
Right.
that I'm
It
not
is-
proud of this. Like, I want to make it my whole thing. When I heard him say that, what I hear him say is, how can you, and people have said this, even you, like, how the hell do you put all this stuff in one box? Like, how do you do this in one day? I don't know either. I'm just running around with the chicken with my head cut off.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be that way anymore. So I want to be more intentional with the time I do have. And I want to spend it better, not organized, because I'll never be truly organized, but I want to be at least more time conscious.
I can help you with that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Even just don't take after my reality TV show binges. I'm getting rid of those. It's really, really, it really does help when you do block off that time, and like you'll feel a lot of peace with it.
Yeah.
And just like it will help you create boundaries, which I think is something that you also just need to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Because too often I think I say yes to everything and then I have to like gracefully bow out until I can, like I put everything
canceling.
canceling.
Yeah.
And then instead of just saying no ahead of time, I think people in my life might feel like they're less important or that I don't care, because instead of just immediately saying, hey, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Not that I don't want to. I cannot do that because I have something else. I say yes to it and then I don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm like terrified of letting people down.
I will tell you, you just got to say, let me look at my calendar. That's why I do it every single thing that I'm invited to or this and that. I'm like, let me see what I got going on. Let me talk to Justin.
Yeah.
Like when PJ didn't tell me what he was doing. He was like, hey, can you get together on Sunday? I was like, let me talk to Justin. Cause I know that usually Sunday nights he likes to just like unwind. I'm like, but what's going on? But like, I have to make sure that like we're on the same page. Him and I are on the same page, number one. And it's just a way for me to figure out, hey, like, what's the priority here?
Right.
Like, is this something like an engagement? Obviously that's going to be a priority, a huge thing. Or is this something like, hey, we're watching football today? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like
Right,
it's,
right.
you just, yeah. So
Oh.
I'll help you with that. That's
Thanks.
my whole thing. I think I said the fast food thing. I don't know.
Well,
I don't think I have anything else. I didn't
you're
have a
you're
list.
leaving. You're leaving behind being a single or a mom of one. Yeah.
That scares me. Honestly,
You
I'm a
got
little
this.
scared. Like this is everything I ever wanted to do. And I know that it's just going to come, but it does scare me because Justin, I don't have it where it's like Kayla her husband's gone all throughout the week in California. I can't imagine that. But Justin's gone for a very long time during the day.
Yeah.
And like, I just thought about having two and just like not having the ability to just sit down for a second, really. Please tell me that there's times that you can sit down.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
In the car when you're driving to Tooth Mom.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
just kidding.
Yeah, but I don't drive anywhere anymore. 'cause it's right
No,
in my
but
backyard.
here's what I used to. This is one thing I will say. I resented PJ for like a half a second, and then I realized he has no idea, right? Like he doesn't like he is providing and he is doing his job. I have to communicate that.
Yeah.
So we actually talked about this, and I said, I have no time for myself because I work and then I do all the other things and then I come home. And then by the time you know it, it's 5:00 and I have to make dinner.
Yeah.
Or he's making dinner, whatever, make dinner. And then we're getting to bed. So I said, you get home at 5:30 every day, or, 5 to 5:30. I said, I need, starting in January, I'm doing the Bible in a year or whatever. I said, I need an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So I will make this promise to you that the house will be cleaned and ready to go and dinner will be prepped and you simply need to cook it.
Mm-hmm.
And during that time of cooking dinner, I'm going to go do whatever I need to do.
Yeah.
And then I will come home. And then if there's other optimal times of like, hey, you want to go out with your friends or whatever, like he's told, like I left him, I came over yesterday.
Yeah.
For like
we
3
did.
hours.
We did break our rule yesterday.
We broke our rule yesterday, but that's fine. But
Yeah.
we hung out. Literally, we hung out.
It was fun. Yeah.
And so that was 2-3 hours. And I have to trust in him. I have to lean on him too. Like he's more than capable of taking care of 2 kids.
Yeah.
Does he have a long day? Yes. So Saturdays and Sundays, he's like, hey, like if you need a couple hours, then go.
Yeah.
But it's just communication. In the beginning, it feels tough because there's maybe an aspect of being like, he's worked all day. I don't want to do this. But they are much more willing than you think.
Yeah. I actually just had this conversation with Justin over the weekend too. He used to take Easton with him on Saturday mornings. It was a godsend to the gym, to the YMCA. For some reason, Easton and the YMCA do not mix nowadays. I don't know what's going on, but he gets kicked out of childcare. And I'm telling you, he goes to childcare. I mean, he goes to PDO, no problems. He used to go to the Burn childcare, no problems. He goes to the new gym that we go to, no problems. There's something about the YMCA. I don't know what it is, but he gets kicked out. And I used to get like 1 or 2 hours just by myself on Saturday mornings. And I haven't had that in a while. And I had like a little mini, like, I need a minute. Like you're always at the gym or you're always, at work. I just need a minute. Can you just take him? So like, I just need a morning to myself, like something. And he understood that. And like, he's like, all right, let's try the YMCA again. I think he did okay this time, but yeah, I mean like for a while, like you just have to communicate those things instead of just being like, okay, I'll take him again.
Yeah.
You just have to, and then they understand. They're like, all right, like, yeah, I'm capable. Like, why are you making this such a big deal?
Yeah. We just had that same moment. We were getting ready for church and I'm holding Lenny and I was trying to find, there's like little stuff that the girls take to church with them. So that they can, they can deal with church just in case, but it's not screen oriented. Right. So there's these little like Bible books that they have. And I don't know where River placed her. So I'm looking around and Lenny is just getting heavier on my shoulder and she's not letting me, she's in that phase where she doesn't want me to lay her down. You know that. And so I go to give him to her and she immediately grips onto me like crazy monkey and she's screaming. And he was like, oh, I guess not. And I'm like,
no.
So I hoist her back up and I'm running around one arm trying to find this thing. And I was like, I guess I'll do everything by myself, and I had to stop. And he was like, are you good? And I was like, no, I handed her to you and you handed her to me right back.
Yeah. Like you didn't just snap, like you didn't just pull her back. Like you didn't want to deal with it.
And he's like, well, I didn't want to, and he was right. He was like, I didn't want to like, just like manhandle her.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're right. In the moment, all I could think about was myself and like needing that break. So I just need to be able to stop and say, I was like, I was like, well, you could have gotten look for the books. He's like, you could have told me to look for the books, like it's really just communicating.
Wait. I think we need to talk about this real quick. Not really like anything we're going to leave behind, but
What?
Can we talk about before church, how absolutely hectic?
Why is it so hectic?
Like,
it doesn't matter if I start 3 hours ahead of time or 1 hour ahead of time. It's always hectic. The last 20 minutes, it's always hectic.
Like you, after the morning, you need church. And you don't like, there's a before church where it's just crazy. So I'm going to call Justin out. He takes the longest poops. Oh God, I think some of his coworkers are listening to this. Hopefully, whatever. Yeah. Don't tell him I said this because he doesn't listen all the way. So he takes like 30-minute poops. Okay. And like, he has to do.
I think that's a guy thing.
I think it is a guy thing, but like he wakes up.
I don't think they're actually doing it in there. I think they're just sitting there getting their 10 minutes. I think when you talk about getting your own 5 minutes, I think it's hiding in a pantry or taking a long poop.
Yeah, but I'll be like, Justin, seriously, come on. He's like, poop is coming out of my butt. He's gonna be so mad at me for saying this. Whatever. Again, you people that listen and work with him, do not tell him I said this. But no, like he always decides to do it right when like we're getting ready for church, and I'm like, it takes you 2 minutes to get ready. It takes me about 15 to 20 minutes
Plus the kids.
plus the kid. Like you could probably be getting the kid ready so I can just have my 20 minutes to get ready. Because we've been going at, well, not the past couple weeks, but we typically go at 8:30. We go very early because Easton's already up at 7. So it's like, just might as well go. It's actually a shorter service. And then we have the rest of the day, right? So, and there's not as many people in there. So it's nice. We can get like a nice seat, whatever. So we don't have like a ton of time. And it's just like, the first thing he does is go to the bathroom. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then we're rushing around. Can you get this? Can you get that? Can you do his hair? Brush his teeth. And then we're just yelling at each other, like just yelling at each other back and forth. And we don't feel very godly in this whole moment. And it's ironic that we're going to church and then we're walking to church. Hi, like the perfect family. And then you come out and you're softer.
Yeah,
and
you're like,
just,
it's so much great. It was so great. It was awesome.
So good. It's just
Yeah,
so
and you forget
funny.
that, man. It's just manic. I think it's because like, I don't know. I honestly don't know what it is because we never have a tough. I mean, like our kids every once in a while they're a little motiony in the pews, but like we do pretty good with them. It's not like it's not like it's crazy stressful event that we're going to.
Yeah.
And I even put out their clothes now the night before, so it's not like we're rushing to find anything. Like it's all right there for whatever reason. And PJ's famous thing is, since we're dabbing a little on them, he'll get ready and he'll just sit on the couch. I'm like,
What are you doing?
Did you want to ask me if like can you do some hair?
Yes.
You know, like is there anything of service you could offer to me?
Yes. I think here's the thing. Like sometimes I just go with no makeup, no hair done. But when at church, to me, I have a very old way of thinking about it. I want to look nice. And I noticed you and I actually looked nice yesterday when we were hanging out. Like we had our makeup done, like our hair was, so it was just funny. You don't want to look disheveled. Like it's not just like running out to eat like at a close restaurant, like where you can kind of get away with like sweats. It's like we have to put some time into like getting ready. It's not just whatever.
Yes.
I don't know, but it's just crazy.
But yeah, I'll never forget. You told me this, and this is actually part of my resolution too. What we're leaving behind is expecting without communication.
Yes.
And you said this a long time ago. You were like, it is just a total man thing. It is not it is not something that they do. It's multitasking, and manhood is not usually coinciding.
Mm-hmm.
They don't go well together. In the sense of not that they can't do multiple things, but they are task oriented.
Mm-hmm.
Most men, not all, but are men. You tell them something and they do the task. You tell them something else and then they do the task. They do it to completion.
Mm-hmm.
If you give them 7,000 different things, they don't know the priority of the thing that you want. 2, they don't know how quickly you want it done because you have a list. So, in what I've learned with this church stuff is like, I just have to say, like, I notice him sitting down instead of letting it get to me of like, he's waiting. He's waiting for an order.
100%.
He's not doing, he's saying to me, I'm dressed and ready. Let me know what you need.
Right.
Not I'm dressed and ready and I'm going to do nothing. You know, he really just is like, where do you need me to be? Just tell me and I'll do it.
And I have to remind myself of that because I will get mad in my head. I'm like, why aren't you reading my mind?
Yeah.
Like, why don't you grab the bag while you're grab his bag while you're putting him in the car? Like he comes with the bag and then we always leave the bag behind because he's the one that put him in the car. And I'm like, why don't you know this? Because guess what? He doesn't do it every day.
Yeah.
I just need to grab the bag or I need to say, hey, don't forget his bag. Like it's just, they're willing.
Right.
We just get mad at them for no reason.
Yeah. Well, because if there were 2 women in there, like if we were going to church together and we were inside, I would see you walk out the door with these and be like, oh, you forgot the bag, right? And I would just grab it. It just because we are empathetic towards each other and they are just more task oriented.
Yeah.
Like do the task and get it done.
Yeah. Yeah. But we love them.
But we love them.
They are great because
Yeah.
they don't
They really
argue.
are.
Like they're not like, that's your job. Like there are
Yes.
men that are like that.
Yes.
That
and
are like, no,
and like things
I
like
provide, you do
literally
this.
on that same day when I'm like, you didn't help me with the baby. On the same day when he was like, hey, you got a lot going on. Like, don't worry about it. Like, I know the wedding's, like I'm still here. I'll be here. Like it doesn't, there's no lack of love. It's just, we're 2 totally different people.
Mhm.
And we think 2 totally different ways.
Yeah. It's so funny. We were talking about this too, kind of going into this. We actually, this is what our sermon was about yesterday.
Really?
It was about like, he's like, all right, he's like, there's people out here in the audience that aren't married and that are married and the ones that are married, like everything okay?
Yeah. I just saw something swipe. I don't know what that was. It was
Probably
like
cardinal.
No. It looked like a hawk.
Oh, there's hawks everywhere around
Oh,
here.
okay.
That's why we don't like Kit Kat outside.
Oh.
But he was like, okay, like, I think when you go into marriage, and this is why I think it's so great that you guys have already gone through this. When you go into marriage, you think that a great marriage is not arguing. But he's like, in reality, you guys are two different people with two different backgrounds and you're going to disagree. It's how you disagree. And then he's like, these are my 3 things. Like, don't yell at each other. Remind each other that you're on the same team. And it was something else. I wrote it all down, but it was just like, wow.
Yeah.
Really, like it's so true.
I heard this somewhere too about like about that same thing, but in the aspect of like a parent, because I'm like, oh man, you know, there are times, unfortunately, where we do yell.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, I've ruined my kid. And it was like, it's not about not losing your shit. Like, definitely try not to do that.
Right.
But you are a human, and there are going to be moments when
100%.
when your emotions will get the head of you. It is the resolve. It is, hey, mommy got a little upset. I'm sorry. Or, you know, like he slammed the door, and I said, BJ.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're right. Sorry, daddy shouldn't have slammed the door.
Right.
You know, like I was just really upset or whatever, talking it through, not ignoring it and then just having this big reaction, you know?
I agree. And learning in those times, like I remember there's many times I'll get mad at Easton and yell. And then I will say, hey, you know what? Mommy shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
And I think that they learn in that. Like, you're not going to be perfect. Like,
yeah.
You're going to be perfect in your marriage. You're not going to be a perfect parent. Like,
no, I'm throwing away perfectionism.
I still want some of it.
I want connection over perfectionism.
I think I still want the organization and the house in order so I can have easy flow. Like, that's where I want my perfection. But as a person, like, I'm throwing that out the window.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Happy New Year.
Yeah. Happy New Year. This will come out on New Year's Day. So happy 2026.
We hope you leave all the crap behind you and you look for all of the positivity in front of you, because hey, it's another year to do things differently.
Yep. No matter what life throws at you and how you handle it.
Look at us. We got all the way till 2026 to have good technicalities.
That took a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, I know we need to wrap this up because we've got a babysitter inside, but like, what are you looking forward to in this podcast for next year? Like, I think we've kind of talked about it here and there, but I think this is a good time to kind of say, hey, like, what to expect.
I think that, well, one thing that we talked about is that it's going to be another year of trial, and that's okay, right? It'll be another season of trial, not a year, right? 3 to 5 months, we said.
Yeah.
So Courtney,
I realized something yesterday.
When we started the podcast, we rented space, and that was great because we wanted to do it right and get the feel for it. And then we wanted the autonomy, and we were like, hey, we want to control everything. And also over time, it is cheaper to have your own things. It's also great to learn and like something that we can look forward to as we build, and put a stop to the, you know, money bleeding until we know what we need to.
And scheduling is a lot easier.
So we did it in Courtney's shed. And I love it. Basically, we weren't like, we have plans to like put more plants and do all, you know, and make it a really good, cool space. And then Courtney was like, hey, by the way, I'm getting an addition on my house.
Which, by the way, really quick, they were challenging this shed. They wanted me to move this shed after we had just finished it.
The shed.
I went and I testified and I did my research and I got zoning approval.
Yeah.
So we almost lost this after
that would have been funny.
It wouldn't have been funny. It would have not been funny.
But okay, but the shed has been saved, but it will be construction. So this year, I think
it might be loud. We're going to try, see how loud it is.
We're going to figure out the timing of things for sure. But I said to her too, I was like, connection over perfection here. Like, if there's a couple of days where you hear stuff in the background, that's great. You know, there's ways around it. We could get some soundproofing. We could do different days. We might have to go back and rent some studio time. We might have to go I was just talking to Kayla. She was like, come to Olive and Arc. Like, there's plenty of spaces.
Or we break our rule and do a Saturday or Sunday for an hour.
Right. It's 8 episodes, which is 2 months.
Yeah.
Right. And then if maybe we take a month off, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So I think what you can expect next year is literally more of the same of us just trying to figure this stuff out. But I think that, you know, Courtney made a really good pivotal decision in the beginning of the season. And it was, you know, the last couple of seasons, we really leaned on other people for support. I think we've seen, especially with people commenting and messaging us, that we've seen much more connection when we just talk and do our own thing and talk about our lives, or, you know, things that we feel conviction on, whether it's the holistic. It's great to have professionals come in and
I still want to
them,
keep that.
and I think we do, but it's not the pivotal part of who we are.
Yeah. We're not
So-
culture apothecary.
Yeah. And that's okay. But I think we will. I think next season we'll probably see a few interviews.
Yeah, 100%. I think more of the like mom talks.
I love the mom talks.
The mom talk or the play date and tells where we
Yeah.
have like just moms. But then also I do like having experts on. I just think that we were so heavy on the experts.
Yeah.
That we lost
It was
a
like,
little
it was
bit of
almost like we didn't trust ourselves and our opinions.
Yes. So excited about that. So this was the technical difficulty season. Next will be the construction season. And then hopefully it'll all be
Hey, you know what?
completed.
And then there'll be another trial. So we don't know. Whatever.
Then the
whatever
newborn
comes in.
season.
Then it'll be the newborn season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Lots of
wedding
changes.
season.
And then the wedding season. A lot of changes and a
Yeah.
lot of good things. So
But we want to bring you along on all of it and be like,
yeah, maybe
you know,
we'll be in the middle of the construction one episode and use our digi mics.
what are we doing today? This is the new playroom we're standing in.
But those are all good things.
Yeah.
It's funny because I we think about like, oh, we finally got the sound right and now everything's gonna change again. But like in my brain, I'm like, but that's the blessing is that you're about to like have a brand new part of your house
yeah.
with a brand new baby. And we get to plan a brand new season of life for me. Like there's a lot of good things, and there's just like a few little bumps. In the
You
road.
look at that and you're like, that is insane. Like you're going to have construction and a newborn at the same time. That's crazy. That's going to be hellish. It is. It's not going to be fun, but like, gosh, what a blessing.
Yeah,
like
that you can.
seriously that we can. Like
Yeah.
I'm just shocked. Honestly, every day that like I wake up and I know that we're doing this edition, I'm just so blessed to know that like we're able to do it and shocked and just like so grateful for Justin and how hard he works because
Yeah.
that is all on him. Like it's
Yeah.
amazing. So, all right. Happy 2026.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you guys next year.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for tuning in to Truth Moms. Remember, mamas, the truth starts at home.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. It really helps us reach more moms like you. And plus, it's free.
Until next time, stay strong, stay curious, and we will keep dropping those truth bombs. Bye.